What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Pokemon White. In the last episode, we finished off Route 15 before making our way here to White Forest. I did a brief overview of White Forest and how it works, but nothing too complicated. We're just going to be moving on to start this episode and heading off towards Route 14. And this is where our waterfall monkey is going to come in handy because, well, this is the route where the waterfalls are at. So, on this route, we're going to be running into a few new Pokemon. We're going to be finding in the grass Altaria, Drifblim, Golduck, Jigglypuff, Shuckle, and Tropius. In rustling grass, you have a chance of finding Wigglytuff. And in water, you can find Weasel. In water ripples, you can find Floatzel. While fishing, you can find Goldeen. And if you fish in the ripples, you can possibly run into Seaking. That's a lot of Pokemon. And there's a whole lot more to go over yet. I also want to bring up the elephant in the room as we head into this route because there is an entirely new area that we have not yet, that we will be going to at some point but have not yet seen that is disconnected from... Oh, you're going to really throw out the Attract too? Attract Confusion. This thing probably also has Paralysis, doesn't it? Oh, gosh. Okay, we got to switch. We have to switch here. I'm just going to go with Lumiette here because I don't think this thing is going to have much that it's going to be able to throw out. Plus, it resists the Attract. So, here we go. Let's see. We got Body Slam. Perfect. Okay, that works out great for me. Let's just throw out some Flame Bursts here. It's going to use Swagger. And this is still going to unfortunately hit, though. There's not really much I can do about that. Come on. I got to get rid of this Purugly fast. Go down. No, Lumiette. Come on. I know you can fight through it. Keep trying. There's not really much else that it can do. Yep, it directly cannot attack you at all. All you have to do is push through the confusion. I believe in you. Come on. There we go. Good girl. Perfect. Anyway, elephant in the room. That area that's connected to this route that's not a town. We're going to be doing that in the next episode. We're just going to spend this entire episode here on Route 15, not really worrying about anything else, because that is something that I need to go and switch my team up for before we head on into it. And plus, I'd like to give the current holders of the Lucky Egg and such as much experience as possible while we're here. Come on, Lumiette, break through it. My goodness, 4 freaking turns. Come on, snap out of it right here. And it's going to use it again, but luckily we're still confused already, so it's not going to do anything. Assuming we can break out. There we go. Atta girl. Okay, it's really weak. Come on, just take it down. I had another Swagger. Oh my gosh. If this hits, this actually could knock Lumiette out. I'm definitely going to be using a full restore in this instance. Come on, Lumiette. You have got to be kidding me. I'm getting so unlucky with that. Actually, that was less damage than I was expecting. Okay, I can chance another one. I mean, Purugly, I'm very proud of you for honing your claws so much, and should I ever have to switch, I could be in huge trouble here, but... I'm getting really unlucky here to start this episode. Come on! Come on! Let's not frickin' lose the 50-50 battle on every single turn. There we go. Okay, full restore. I'm sure it's going to use Swagger again, just immediately to re-up the confusion, because it's the only way it can hurt us. But I've got like 3 or 4 chances to break out of this before it actually, you know, before it ends up killing me. That's what I meant to say. Gosh, I cannot think of the words right now. Come on, Lumiette. Come on. I believe in you. Thank you. At a girl. Well, now I definitely shouldn't be using Lumiette for this next part, even though... Lapras! Okay, for you... Ooh, this is actually kind of iffy. I'm actually going to throw Shelob out, because Shelob will definitely go first. I'm going to try a Discharge right off the bat. I'm sure this Lapras is going to hurt really badly, though, if I can't outright paralyze it. In fact, it probably will one-shot Shelob, but I'm still going to give it a shot. Come on. I believe in you. Yes! Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, it just used Safeguard. Okay, a little late on that one, but cool. I'm going to now use Thunderbolt. We'll see if we can keep you from moving. Maybe I can get a crit here, too. That would be awesome. Not quite. Hydro Pump. Okay, this is the end of Shelob for sure. That's going to be a one-shot. No question. Oh my gosh! Wow, I am so surprised. I didn't think there was a chance that she was surviving that. Wow. Really proud of you, Shelob. That was incredible. Atta girl. Okay, so that's good. Now we have Espeon. I will not keep Shelob out for that because that's a little iffy. We'll actually go back to Lumiette for this one. Even though it's probably going to tank at least one of my Shadow Balls due to the fact that Espeon has really good special defense, actually. So... would be surprised if it does not. But here we go. It's going to use Future Sight. Okay, maybe if we can knock this thing down before the Future Sight goes off, we'll be okay. How much is that going to do? Oh, one shot. Oh, my God. It's because it was a crit. Well, there you go. We'll take it. Good job, Lumiette. Very proud of you. You made up for your struggles at the start of the fight. And let's continue. Okay, we got another trainer over there. I'm actually not going to head down the stairs yet. Oh, wait. Before I do this, I almost forgot. I need to put on a max repel. I don't actually have one active. I got really lucky there running through the grass all willy-nilly like that. I'm going to use Surf. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to kind of loop back around. So I'm going to head over here. We're going to grab a Reaper Cloth. This is necessary for... I keep wanting to say upgrade. Evolving Dusclops into Dust Noir if it's holding it while it's traded. Dust Noir is a very good Pokemon, by the way. We can go over here, get ourselves another item, an Ultra Ball. And what I'm going to do is head down the falls towards the exit of the route, and we're going to actually work our way back up the stairs from there, and then we'll head up the other waterfall a little bit after the fact. So go on over here. We got a Fisherman. What's up? Excellent Fisherman can time many things perfectly and precisely. Is this guy going to throw Gyarados at me? Because that's going to get annoying. I should have healed Shelob. Why did I not do that? Nope, he's going to start off with a Barboach. Well, okay, you know what? That actually works out in my favor because now I suddenly have a lot of confidence. As far as the levels, so like Junko, the ace trainer that we just fought, she had really high level Pokemon. You're going to start noticing that every once in a while on like ace trainers and veterans here in these later routes, but otherwise the levels are going to pretty much stay the exact same that they were in Route 15. I should also mention that, I mean, I said this before, it doesn't really matter where you start, whether you want to start at Opelucid or you want to start in Mistralton like I did, or not Mistralton, Nimbasa, excuse me, like I did. It's all the same all the way through. The peak levels are going to be, so like if you look at the map, or at least the part of the map that we're going on, like it's a half clock, okay? So Nimbasa is 6 o'clock, and Opelucid is 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock, which is what's known as Undella Town and the routes around it, are technically the hardest parts of the entire game, but they're really not. It's still really easy to deal with them, so like they're going to be maybe like one level on average above what you were facing in the routes before that. But the closer you are to the 12 and the 6, the easier it gets, technically. I use that with massive air quotes. So down goes Whiscash. I'm sure the future sight is going to hurt a fair bit when it hits, but for right now, we were good after 2 coils. I should have been using those on the Barboach, but whatever. Now I'm going to get some 1/16th rough skin damage, and I wouldn't be surprised if his next Pokemon is Sharpedo for more rough skin damage. But as long as we're faster, it doesn't matter. Actually, Sharpedo might be quicker than Arthur. There we go. Let's see. Then the future sight attack. Okay, this is going to hurt a little bit. Come on. Okay, good. So, it's Corphish. Okay, well, then I have absolutely no concerns whatsoever. I was just going based off of the pattern. And no, I am not even going to have to worry about Corphish for a second. Down you go, little buddy. Even though I love Corphish. Great Pokemon. I don't know. It's one of those lines where I really like the Prevo, and I don't like the Evo so much. I think Crawdon's like a little bit of a lame evolution, personally. Maybe that's just me. It's just like, really? It's just like a slightly bigger one. It's just like, come on. You could have done something way more interesting with that. And Corphish is so adorable, and Crawdon's just like, I'm the asshole older brother. But whatever. All right, so I'm going to head up this way. Okay, no, that's where I do not want to go specifically. I do want to go down here. So let's continue. Is there really nothing? Okay, I knew there was more trainers down here. Okay, for you, sir, you look like you are going to be prime Naztown. So I'm going to switch Naz out into the front and take this off. I'm just going to continue swapping the, not the, gosh dang it. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Got the lucky egg on Naz, got the scope lens back on Arthur. Let's do this thing. On a bridge, fighting trainers. It's a perfect picture. And here we go. I think this actually might be the last trainer of the route. Well, actually second to last. I'm pretty sure there's one up on the top of the falls as well that we haven't yet hit up, so. Oh yeah, and then there's that other ace trainer that was kind of in that little sectioned off zone, so I guess we have 2 more. It's enough to take care of the rest of the episode, I would say. All right, Psychic on Primate. You know, you would think with how Primate moves that it would have a lot higher speed than it does, but its speed is honestly kind of pathetic. I mean, I guess I'm okay with that. Ooh, Scrafty. That's actually a rough one to go up against in this scenario. I mean, I can keep Naz out and go with the air slashes. You know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to go with the flinches here. But if this Scrafty lands like one of the wrong hits on me, that's going to be really, really rough. Here we go. Come on, flinch it. Flinch it. Come on. Nope, that's Crunch. That's going to hurt. Ooh, and probably down goes Naz. Oh, and then the air slash. Oh, what is my luck, man? What is my luck? Of course, like I was like, oh, it was perfect odds, and then freaking it missed. I'm so annoyed. You gotta be kidding me. All right, Shelob, let's do a discharge here. Signal Beam isn't going to be super effective or anything either because the fighting type balances it out, but whatever. We got a little crunch there. I assume she will survive that. Like, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to knock her out outright. Now we get a Thunderbolt, and this should knock him out all the way. There we go. It's that little extra damage bump on Thunderbolt, but when you account stab damage in with that, it's pretty insane. Okay, I am going to hope that Thunderbolt just outright one-shots this thing, given that it is a water type. Come on, Shelob. Nope, not quite. Oh, or you could waste a turn on Mind Reader. I mean, I guess because it wants to use Dynamic Punch, but, like, that's dumb. That's really, really dumb in this scenario. Okay, goodbye. Down you go. All right, Shelob hits level 59. We didn't really end up using Naz hardly at all in that fight. And Black Belt J goes down. Okay, let me do a little bit of healing here. And we may continue. Okay. Oh, yeah, we do have another backpacker down here. Cool, cool, cool. Or a camper, I suppose. You are the 99th person that I have greeted this way. That's not. Are you like? Are you the real, like, a human manifestation of those old, like, online click ads? Like, you're the 100th person to visit this site. I mean, you do feel like clickbait, given that all you did was throw a level 65 Nummel at me. Really? Is this your entire plan? Just a Nummel, nothing else. Okay. I mean, I'm probably not going to one-shot it because I don't have the type advantage, but really? Just a Nummel? I mean, more power to you, I suppose. It doesn't really bother me one way or another. I'm just a little shocked. After everything that we've been fighting up to this point, this is all you have. At least it's enough for a level up. There we go. Naz is level 61, and I think that is the last of the trainers here on this part of the map. Now we can head up back this way and finally go up the waterfall. Like I said, there's 2 trainers left. I've taken both of them on, and I'm also going to acknowledge and show the way to somewhere else that we're going to be heading in the next episode before all is said and done. There's no items up here, but there is... Greetings to you, strong Pokemon trainer who came from Dragon Spiral Tower. Are you not making friends with Zekrom? There is a saying, if somewhere in this world there is someone who understands you, it feels like that person is right beside you, even if you're as far apart as the end of the land and the top of the sky. As my Lord N and his Pokemon understand one another, so too do you and your Pokemon understand one another, which is my reason for giving you this. And we get TM08 Bulk Up, which is a fighting type move that ups attack and defense. The Legend of Unova is about Pokemon and people working together to build a new world. The message is that simple and that strong. If changing the world makes you a hero, anyone can become a hero. As each of us changes, that is in our power to change, so the world itself changes. Where did you come from, Looker? There's nothing over there but water. Regarding Team Plasma, I am an officer of the International Police, and you must supply the information I request. Indeed I shall. Team Plasma changed me, but it could not change the world. I'm looking forward to seeing how you lot will do. I thank you extremely. Curiously, Levi, there is a topic on which we must speak. A report has reached my ears of someone far from here. Indeed, this someone has spotted a person like N and a dragon Pokemon. I depart to substantiate the substance of this information. Until next time, I say cheers to you. Okay, so N has been spotted somewhere, but by who? I actually don't know at the moment. I guess we'll have to follow up on that information a little bit later. For now, let's switch Arthur back to the front of the party and then do the scope lens and lucky egg swap again really quickly. And let's not mess it up this time because that was embarrassing last time. You know, I really could just be using the bottom screen for all this. I don't know why I insist on using the D-pad. I think it's just laziness, honestly. That's all it really is. I can't make any other excuses either way. If it was like, why are you using the touch screen? That's the whole point. It's on a freaking DS. I don't know, dude. I genuinely don't know. My brain just is like, no, you don't need to do that, though. Okay, we're starting off with a hippopotamus. That's a little interesting. All right, Arthur, let's try to get a coil off first and foremost. It does have Sandstream, which is always going to be annoying no matter what Pokemon has it. It could be a level 2, and it would still be annoying that it has Sandstream. Because it still does the same amount of damage no matter what. Okay, here we go. Accuracy rose. Earthquake. Okay, I mean, that shouldn't do too much with the defense raise, so we'll be fine. I think 1 coil is enough for me, given that this guy's going to be throwing rock types out. Here we go. Or I guess ground types as well. Let's use Leaf Blade. Should knock this thing out in 1 shot. We got a critical hit just for good measure, too. And we get some extra experience. Okay, what's next? It is Piloswine. Okay, I think I'm okay with sticking with Arthur for this thing. If it was a Mamoswine, that'd be a different story. But because it's not, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to one-shot this thing. Also, I love its tiny little eyes underneath the flaps. It's just adorable. Love that line, by the way. Piloswine and Mamoswine are great Pokemon, but Piloswine is luckily not as strong, so it is not going to resist that as easily. Okay, Probopass. This I am going to need to switch on because Probopass is a Steel and Rock type and is going to be resisting those Grass-type attacks pretty heavily, even with the single attack raise. So I'm going to throw Crush out here. Now, Crush is not a guaranteed best option in this scenario because there are some things Probopass could do that would hurt significantly, but if I can just get some Surfs off, I do have the speed advantage, even though Probopass actually has pretty darn good special defenses. And then it does have Power Gem, and this move is actually pretty strong, especially due to the fact that Crush doesn't have as good special defenses as he does defenses. We'll just keep using Surf and whittling this thing down. Power Gem again. Maybe one more Surf and it should go down. At least I hope. If I'm looking at the meter of its HP, and it's looking like I was doing a third of its health every time. Not quite. Oh, and it wasted my time with a rest. Okay, well, let's make this even easier then. We'll use this next turn to use a Shell Smash, and then hopefully we can just two-shot it after that. Given that it's probably going to try to spam this. I don't really have anything else that's going to be knocking out this Probopass any quicker than my Surf, so... I mean, what am I going to go to my Water Monkey? Who's like, what, level 13 or level 11 or something like that? Not going to happen. And I believe Probopass also has Levitate, so ground-type moves don't work either. Not that that matters, because I don't have Bathory with me anyway. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. All right, and it did not wake up, so we should be home free to just knock it out here. And I think this will put Crush really close to level 61, but not quite there, given that he's not holding the Lucky Egg. Yep, okay, Hiker Jebediah goes down. There we are. And there's nothing more for us to grab up here, so we're just going to head back into the water and take the waterfall down. And before we fight the last trainer on this route, I'm going to head to the left. This is where we're going to be spending the next episode, is up in here. This is an area known as the Abundant Shrine. But to go and enjoy this place to its fullest, we don't just need to have our Water Monkey. We need to also have the 2 weather Pokemon that can be caught between Black and White. Now, we caught Thundurus. Was it Thundurus? I believe it was Thundurus. Yeah, I believe we caught Thundurus already several episodes back. Just before we headed off towards Dragon Spiral Tower, I believe it was. No, it was before we headed off to the last route towards Victory Road, excuse me. But you also need Tornadus before you head on in here. Like, you can just go in here on your own. You might be confused about it because all there is just trainers and items to be had and some new Pokemon to catch. But there is a greater purpose to this place, and we're going to come back in the next episode with both of the weather Pokemon in tow, as well as our Water Monkey, which is going to make things a little bit tricky, as I'm only going to have 3 fighting Pokemon to work with when we go in there, so I'm going to have to choose wisely. But we'll do that in the next episode. Let's head back this way. We got one more trainer to do battle with, and then we can call this an episode. I'm actually going to top off my heals as soon as... Okay, I'm going to make sure I do that now, just because I don't want to accidentally start the fight before I do that. Where are my Hyper Potions at? Am I all out? Have I used them all? I have! Oh, crap. Well, I'll use my Max Potions then. I need to go buy a lot more Hyper Potions. Holy crap. Son of a gun. I didn't realize I had completely run out of those. I should have stocked up in White Forest, honestly. That's where I'm going to be going back anyway to heal everybody and make sure that I'm all good to go for this next area. But let's head on up. Let's battle. This guy is probably going to have similar Pokemon in strength to Junko, the first Ace Trainer we fought in the high 60s, so we do need to be a little bit more prepared for this guy. Absol! Okay, that is an interesting Pokemon to start with. Absol, we used it in my Pokemon Emerald Let's Play. Big fan of Absol, but it is very high in its physical attack, and it's only gotten better. Now, I will say, as much as I love Generation 5 sprites, I hate the Absol sprite in this game. And, oh, really, man? You're going to use Perish Song? Okay, well, I have a plan for this. I do have a plan. Do I just do it now? I think I'm just going to... No, because it could easily use Perish Song again. I'm just going to keep coiling. Just keep coiling, just so I can resist whatever this Absol throws at me. As it starts to attack, I'm sure it's going to use Night Slash, and a crit is still going to do a lot of damage. But yeah, I hate this thing's sprite. You want to know why I hate it? Is because it looks like Absol has a chin. It's not supposed to have a chin, and its nose is like way too low on its face. It just looks wrong. All right, another Night Slash comes in. There we go. Perish count fell to 1. Now we swap. And we're going to go with Crush, just because Crush is going to be able to withstand whatever damage this thing throws out due to his high defenses. And there we go. Oh, you think you're so clever. You think you're so smart. You had the same idea. Okay, well, I'm going to have to worry about that. All right, well, let's just use Rock Slide on the Wall Rain. Good thing I switched to a good Pokemon for this, because Rock Slide is going to hurt Wall Rain big time. Yeah, keep using Ice Fang. It could freeze, it could flinch, but it's not doing either of those things, so I will take it. Down goes Wall Rain. All right, and I'm wondering if they're going to throw Absol back out at us. Crush now gets his level up. Awesome. Wants to learn Hydro Pump. Now, if I didn't already have Surf, I would do that, but unfortunately, I already have Surf. I can't get rid of Surf automatically, and I don't want to replace any of my other moves with another water move, because I'm already content to have Rock Slide and Shell Smash and all that good stuff. So we'll just leave it as is. Plus, Surf is already so strong in its own right. And it's one of those things like where, yeah, if we were in a competitive setting, sure, I'd rather have Hydro Pump because it does more damage. But in any other setting, I like to have Surf more, just because it's more uses and it's still a really strong move. And there's really, oh, you know what? Actually, let's just keep Shelob out for this. There's really just no reason to replace Surf when it already packs such a good punch. So here's the go. How are you faster than Dodrio? Shelob, I am so impressed by your speed. It honestly blows my mind. Dodrio is so fast. Really? Gosh, I love this spider. I cannot stop gushing over her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon White. I hope you all enjoyed it very much. In the next episode, we are going to head off towards the Abundant Shrine, that little hole in the forest over there to the left of this area. And we're going to be battling trainers, grabbing items, and also pursuing a legendary. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.